drivers. Okay, you're excited, you're getting out there driving, but the reality is your risk of death or injury or loss is at an all-time high. I always like to speak truth. Your age group dies from automotive accidents. I want to speak truth. So if you're not really paying attention or you think, hey, it won't happen to me, then you're wrong. So we really need you to lock in, ask those questions, and I'll speak from a dad, I'll speak from a driving instructor, and I'll tell you the truth. That's all you can have me do, and it's really up to you and your parents. Okay, so first, approximately 1 in 9 or 11%, 1 in 9 or 11% of 16-year-olds will have a serious crash before their 17th birthday. So 1 in 9 of you will have a serious crash. One of my students had that last year. He got hit by a drunk driver. He has brain damage. He goes to a big school, starts with the D. You may know him. He was in my last segment too. He's got brain damage and they have a lawsuit pending. It can happen to anyone. He was just walking across the street. Thank you. Approximately 1 in 7 or 14% of young drivers will be involved in a crash during their first 3 years. So if you can get to year 1, great. Okay. If you can get to year 2, that's even better. So each year you should be getting better. For 16 to 17-year-olds, the crash risk involvement is at a lifetime high. The first 6 months of unsupervised driving, you're going to be wilding out. You won't have any seatbelt. You won't be paying attention. You're going to have your friends in the car, and then that's when things get a little bit dicey. Okay? Approximately 53 young drivers are involved in a fatal crash each year. 53 young drivers. Fatal car crash means you're gone. You don't come back. You spend more time in your car than you do at home, than you do on the sports field, than you do in the classroom, because your car is your home. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you want to make sure your home is safe. Each year, approximately 25,700 or 1 in every 8 16 to 17-year-olds are involved in a serious crash. So the odds are against you, and I always like to tell the truth. I'm a very positive person, but I really want you to know what you're going to be up against. Please put questions as I go along. For every 2 miles driven, the average driver makes 400 observations. You're looking left, you're looking straight, you're looking right, you check your mirrors, and you should. You make 40 decisions. Should I change a lane? Should I slow down? Should I speed up? And 1 mistake. We all make mistakes. Once every 500 miles, one of those mistakes leads to a near collision. You almost ran into a car. Whew, thank God. You didn't check your blind spot. I almost got sideswiped. Thank God. On the way to work yesterday, I saw a sideswipe crash. Okay. On Monday, I saw 5 crashes. 2 rear-end collisions, a semi-truck hit a car, and then just before I got into school, there was an accident where a car was flipped on the boulevard. People drive wild. So I really need you to pause for a second. If you're late to school, stop speeding. If you're late to work, stop speeding. Call. It's really important that you guys lock in and develop those good habits. Research indicates that errors in inexperience rather than high speed and irresponsible behavior. You late, you speeding. You went to your friend's house. You got to pick up your other friend because they gave you money. You're going to be late. You're speeding. You see your girl. You see your boy. What up? You're speeding. The road is icy coming to the school. You're speeding. So you got to plan ahead a little bit. Okay. Same thing with me. If I leave late, I'm going to be pushing. If I leave early, I can get gas. I can do what I need. I can relax. Okay. So leave early. The largest single category for errors is visual search. You don't look around. You haven't learned to look around yet. You see brake lights, but then you look down at your phone. You see you're going fast, but you forget about it because you can make it to school in 3 minutes. You see your friend in the car, you're like, I'm going to go faster. So those things take your mind off the safe option of driving. Thank you, E. Other reasons young driver errors: lack of attention to driving. Your eyes are focused in the right direction, but your mind is somewhere else. Hey, I got finals coming up. How many posts did I get? How many likes? My mom's texting me. You forgot your wallet. You don't have your license. You don't have your permit. Either you go to school or you come back home. If you're almost to school, I don't know what you're going to do. Honey, I'll call. I'll write a note. No, my mom was here. Let's forget about it. And then your mind starts going on your permit, and then you fly past the police. And then you get pulled over. You don't have your permit. You don't have your level 2 license. And now you get a ticket. Don't be that kid. Failure to adjust speed adequately for traffic, curves, slick surfaces. It's about 45 degrees. So last 3 weeks, it's been sub-zero. There's slick spots out there. Approximately 127 16 to 17-year-olds are involved in a fatal crash as a driver, passengers, and or pedestrians. I need you to type in what you learned in a question. Put that question in. Type in what you learned in a question. I'm going through sections. I'm getting through this. See if you put in questions. Everyone needs to put in a question. I'm patient. Okay. If you think I'm going to be talking a full hour, you're going to be misled. Okay. You got to put in a question, guys. So let's go. Because the second half of the class, you have 137 questions to do. And I have 3 videos to show you. And I have 2 quizzes. Put in questions, put in questions, put in questions. Your segment 2. You have to have 50 hours and be 16 in order to take your road test. You have to have 50 hours and be 16 years old. In other states, it's different. In New York, it's different. In New Jersey, it's different. In Texas, it's different. You're speeding. That's the number one thing. You go too fast. You speed. Beginning drivers love speed. You want to go fast. I can go 70 and no one's going to bother me until the police is sitting on the corner. Until you pass the old lady who's got a dash cam and then she tells the police and 911, they shook my coffee. My cat jumped on me. It's a red Charger. I have a dash cam. Speed is for the racetrack. Okay? None of you are race cars drivers. Okay? If you're trying to race, go to the racetrack. And then you got to sign a waiver. If you sign a waiver and crash, too bad. You can't sue. You're driving your mom and dad's car. You don't have race tires. You got passenger tires. After about 70, 80 miles an hour, your tires could literally blow up. And many of you are very bad on maintenance. Windshield wiper blades, bald tires, sketchy oil changes, brakes. When you get pulled over, you make sure you have your permit, your insurance, and registration. And you pray you don't get a ticket, because if you get a ticket, you won't be taking your road test on time. If you get a ticket, then that's going to postpone. Is it okay to go under the speed limit? 1 or 2 under. But if you're going 3, 5, 7, you're going to be a problem. And you guys are trying to prepare for your road test. Okay? If you go too slow, you're going to get a warning. You could fail. If you go over the speed limit, automatic failure. Don't worry, we'll go over that, but it won't be today. Class has already started. Is it okay to go under the speed limit if it's cold? Obviously, you want to drive at a speed that is reasonable and safe for the conditions. You live in a cold weather region. You ask my opinion? Drive based on the conditions on the road. Again, drive at a speed based on the conditions on the road. That's the intelligent thing to do. That's what I would tell you for my niece and nephew. Okay, let's keep going. When do crashes occur for young people? Daytime. You're probably saying, what? Yes, 52% of you will crash during the daytime. The most dangerous time period, please write this down, it's a 3-hour period, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Again, you get out of school at 2. From 2 to 5, we have inexperienced drivers speeding out of the parking lot, drifting around a corner, racing their diesel truck, racing mom and dad's Hellcat, if they trust you enough to drive it. The odds are that 1 in 5 teens will crash. I have statistical information. The odds are approximately 127 teens, 16 to 17-year-olds will be involved in a fatal crash. The odds are that 1 out of every 9 16-year-olds will have a serious crash before they're 17. I'm listing at statistical information. I'm not making this up out of the side of my neck. 38% of young drivers in fatal car crashes Thirty-six. Excuse me. 38% of young driver fatal car crashes occur on Friday and Saturday. Police do statistical information. Okay, how old is the person? They're under 21. Okay, where did it happen? It happened at a corner. Was something involved? No, but they fell asleep at the wheel or they were distracted. The months of May, June, and July account for 1/3 of all fatal car crashes. It's February. March, April, May, June, and July. Approximately 24% of young driver fatal car crashes occur on dark, unlit roads. 19% of young driver fatal car crashes occur between 9 p.m. and midnight. You have to be aware at night. You're going to fall asleep. You're going to get tired. 15% of young driver fatal car crashes occur between midnight and 6 a.m. This is why you're on curfew. If you get caught on curfew, they could extend your probationary period. Okay, every police officer is different. They might give you a warning. They might say, go home. They might say, let me see your license. Here's the ticket. Tell it to the judge. We're tired of young drivers not paying attention, as well as they should. So don't be out past your curfew. That's the advice I would give you, niece or nephew. Next. Where do young driver crashes occur? Country roads, 66%, 68. 6% of young driver fatal car crashes happen on the interstate. You're going too fast around a curve. Someone in the truck blowing diesel fuel in your face, you got mad, you're trying to chase them down, you lost control. 95% of young driver fatal car crashes happen at 55 or less on streets. 14% of young driver fatal car crashes occur on roadways where the speed limit is 35 or less. Your neighborhoods, by the school, by Taco Bell, by Chick-fil-A. You pulled out, you thought you saw a car, you got broadsided. Your fault. You didn't yield. You got a ticket. I saw one last summer right across from Coney Island. The kid made an illegal turn. He got hit. He got a ticket. I'm like, oh, well. Then I feel sorry for them because you think you don't have to read. You think you can take that chance. 71% of young driver fatal car crashes occur on roadways where there's no traffic control device. In your neighborhoods, in the school zone. 10% of young driver fatal car crashes occur where the traffic control devices are in effect. You ran a light. You make a right turn. You didn't look left. You got hit. You got sideswiped. 47% of young driver fatal car crashes occur going straight. Put more questions in. Ben, any speed going over the limit is a ticket. Ben, I would never say to you, it's okay to drive 5 over. When you get a ticket, so Ben, I would never lie to you. Always speak truth. There are certain communities that are very strict on speed. They're known for that. You do your research. Okay? There are certain communities in our state, they're looking for beginning drivers like you. You go 5 over, don't care. You run a light, don't care. You have no headlight, don't care. Your taillight's broken, don't care. You got a loud muffler, don't care. So Ben, as an instructor, I would never say to you, it's okay to go 5 over. You're dreaming. And if you get comfortable going 5 over, take your road test. You're going to see what's going to happen. You're going to fail, Ben. I'm moving it forward. I'm going to speak truth, Ben. I didn't teach you like that. Okay. If you're getting pull over side of the road, turn on your hazards. You might get a warning. You might get a ticket because police are tracking you a quarter of a mile away. They know you're speeding. They know you're distracted. They have helicopters in the air. They have unmarked cars. Yeah, it's this red Toyota Pathfinder. They're going 5 over. You're speeding. And here's the clincher. Some officers are going 5 over the limit. And if you pass them, they know you're going 5 over. And then they'll call, yep, it's the red Toyota Pathfinder. And then you'll get pulled over. So don't get comfortable speeding. I will never say that. What can I do to make sure I'm doing everything if I need to get pulled over? Be honest. Officer, I'm sorry, I did not see the light. Officer, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of the speed zone. Officer, I'm sorry that I ran the light. License, registration, proof of insurance, they'll check your record. Either you're going to get a ticket or you're not. If you're disrespectful, you're getting a ticket. Go to the judge, cry to the judge, because this can mess you up, your life up. It's lack of experience is the biggest thing. It's not teaching, lack of experience. You can be out in your curfew with your parent or legal guardian. How's the curfew determined? Through segment 1 rules, through segment 2. I'm going over it right now. And in our state, after 9 o'clock, you need to be home. If you run a light or speed, you're guaranteed to get pulled over. The police don't care. Well, I didn't know. Oh, my curfew. Tell it to the judge. Ignorance is no excuse. Everyone is the same. I love the questions. What should I check before driving, possibly to decrease the chances of crash? Make sure you're awake. Make sure you're paying attention. Don't leave late. Don't drive when you're angry. Okay? Just be your regular good driving self and just leave time, right? My most comfortable clothes are sweat clothes. What are yours? Okay? All right, let's keep it moving. I love the question. So here's the deal. 10% of young driver fatal car crashes happen on a curve. You're going too fast. 8% happen making a left turn. You misjudge traffic. 17% of young driver fatal car crashes happen at stop signs. You either get rear-ended or you don't stop. Young drivers plus passengers equal risk. The risk of a fatal car crash involvement for 16-year-olds increases 40% if you have one person, but you're going to have your friend in the car. It goes to 86% if you have two. It's 182 if you have three. This is statistical information, family. I'm not making this up. Don't believe me? It's going to be on your test. For 17-year-olds, the compatible risk is about 48% with one passenger. 2 is 158. 3 is 207%. In approximately 1/3 of all fatal car crashes involving young novel drivers, the novel driver is killed. You ran a light. You cut off a truck. You went through a neighborhood and spun out and hit a tree. Fatal car crashes involving young novel drivers, approximately 2/3 of those are the other passengers, pedestrians, other occupants. So basically, you killed your friend and you didn't mean to. Put in more questions as I'm going along. What type of vehicles are you driving? I need you to type in what type of car or truck you're driving, the year, make, and model. Please put that in, the year, make, and model. What type of car or truck are you driving? Put the year, make, and model in. Please and thank you. The year, make, and model. Put in the year, make, and model. What type of car or truck are you driving? You should know. Well, you shouldn't say, I don't know what year, make, and model. You should. You should care. I got a 2020. I got a 2025. I got a 2015. You should know this. You should care enough to know about your vehicle. Okay? Real talk. Equinoxes are good. Honda Passports. Chevy Bolt is good. Honda Odyssey is a good vehicle. The Kia is good. Watch out for those Kia boys. Honda Accord. 2019. 2022 Passport. A 2012 Ford Escape. That's what's up. Thank you, Seth. A 2016 Jeep Compass. Okay? All great vehicles. It's 2026, fam. 10-year-old vehicle's good. Insurance is low. 2012 Ford Escape, assurance is low. Honda Accord, awesome vehicle, insurance is low. Okay, Honda Odyssey, a 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan, turbo. Thank you, Jeremiah. It's good. Come on. Got a little turbo there. Those are fun vehicles. Great fuel economy. You looking nice. You're not trying to be a Hellcat or a Trackhawk or a wide body, but your insurance rates are going to be low. Your parents care about you. They want you to be in a good car. They're not going to put you in a mom and pop car. They're going to put you in something nice. Okay? Any car is a good car. Good. I like the cars you're driving. Safe. Hondas, the electric Chevy Equinox. Love that, Morgan. Okay, the Kia. Okay, the Jeeps. Volkswagen. We riding good. Come on. Okay, let's keep going. So types of vehicles. 35% of young driver fatal car crashes are single vehicle crashes. You hit a tree. You hit a pole. You sideswipe something. 65% of young driver fatal car crashes are two or more vehicles. You fall asleep. You rear end someone. You go off the side of the road. You cross the center line. That's when it's fatal. Don't want that to happen to you. Next, 22% of young driver fatal car crashes are head-on. Head-on crashes are the most dangerous. Please avoid those. Now, let's talk about fatal car crashes. The Volkswagen, safe. The Honda, safe. The Kia, maybe safe. But if I was in a crash, I would want to be in the Honda. Thank you, Ben. I would want to be in the Volkswagen. I would be a little nervous about the Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass is a little bit bigger. My daughter has a 2021 Jeep Limited, a little bit bigger, premium. She rolling in the leather, heated seats. It's my wife's old Jeep. She got and that thing is fast, man. I drove it to pick up some chicken, bruh, flying. So if I was in a crash, I would want the Volkswagen, the Honda, and maybe the Jeep. I'm looking at safety. Volkswagen, Honda, the Jeep. I'm not saying my preference. My preference. Okay? For safe vehicles, you guys are driving. I'm not scared to drive anything you're driving. 2012 Escape, I rock that, Seth. I'd be like, skirt, let's go. Let's go. Eating good, driving good. Your friends are like, can you give me a ride? Yeah. Venmo me some money, bro. What you mean? You're my friend. If I'm picking you up every day, don't commit to picking someone up every day. Okay? If you pick your friend up every day, type in yes in the chat. Listen, I'm your uncle, girl, boy. You got to pick up someone every day? That's pressure. I want to wake up, have my parents make me some coffee. Mom might make me breakfast if she gets up or they sleep. Okay, I got to have breakfast. I'm a breakfast person. Okay? But I pick up my siblings. Morgan, you got to do that. You got to do that. Okay, that's automatic. That's part of the deal, Morgan. You got to pick up your siblings. You might have to drop them off. No, thank God. I just got to pick them up. That's pressure. Okay, if you play sports, I'm sorry. I'm just being real with you. Only one yes. Jeremiah said yes. The rest of you don't have to pick up any of your friends. Again, be honest. Do you have to pick up your friends? Jeremiah said yes. Okay? Real talk. All right. Well, I'm not mad. Okay, let's keep moving. Common road and weather conditions for fatal car crashes. Fair weather. You would think it's icy roads. Nope. It's 45 today. People driving fast. If it was 10, people driving slow. 71% of fatal car crashes, 71% of fatal car crashes happen on dry roads. So you're going to have more crashes today because it's 45 degrees out. People are going to push it. Guarantee, man. On occasion, my friends will ask for a ride. On occasion, no. Because, Olivia, you got to get yourself ready in the morning. You might want to go get coffee. You might want to get a coffee, go to school early, take care of some homework, check your emails, be to class, be refreshed. That's pressure because some of your friends are late and you're like, I can't take you anymore. You can lie on me. My instructor said, I can't take you anymore because some of you can't say no to your friends. 10% of young driver fatal car crashes happen in the rain, 6% snow, 1% fog. Okay, so it's the opposite of what you think. Fair weather conditions, you speeding. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get through this. What other factors contribute to young driver fatal car crashes? We're talking about gender, seatbelt usage, and consumption. 64% of young drivers involved in fatal car crashes are male. Guys, you are flying. Ladies, you're not that far behind. I had an SRT Jeep. No, it wasn't crashed. We sold it. My son drove it to school, flying. Got a ticket. Daughter drove it, flying, no ticket. But they were going fast because that's a fast-built truck. And I trust both of them. I do. 13% young drivers in crashes aren't wearing seatbelts. How big are distractions? It slows your perception. It delays your decision-making and an improper action. So when you are distracted, your friend yapping in your ear, you doing voice text, you're like, I just ran a light. Just hit a car. Dang, man. Oh, got to call your parent. Mom and dad, you're not going to like this. What? I got in the crash. We got that call last year, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying down, knocked out. Wife next to me. Honey, what? Our daughter was in the crash. What? My daughter was not driving. Young lady was driving. The yellow light changed. They thought the elderly lady, no cap, was going to go through the light. Nope, she stopped. My daughter's friend rear-ended the car. The car was totaled. My daughter hurt her neck. I'm like, oh my God, is she going to be paralyzed? She had a concussion. She was in hospital. I'm like, right? She's like 16. I'm like, whoa. Okay. So those accidents happen. But my daughter was not driving, but she was in the front seat. And then when my daughter was learning to drive at 15, 16, 17, I'm like, you drive, girl. I don't trust your friends. You're right, Dad. Because a lot of her friends were scared to get on the expressway, scared to go in downtown areas. I want you driving. So she would drive a lot of her friends around because they were scared to go on the expressway. Real talk. Okay? Scared to go to downtown areas. She was going to Chicago, Cleveland, Washington, D.C., North Carolina. Okay? Going all over. But you're probably saying, you're an instructor. Your son or daughter should be. And you're right. I put her out in the snow, in the snowstorm. 8 inches of snow. My wife said, where are you going? I said, bye. We were driving the Jeep, going sideways. Her truck was covered with snow, but I trust her. Coming home from college, 8 inches of snow. Instead of 3 hours, it took 6 hours. She finally got home. Her truck was covered with snow, front and back. Honey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks, Dad. Bruh, her same 2021 Jeep Limited. Bruh. Come on, man. Her friends are like, no, I'm not driving. She was driving 30 miles an hour in a 70 zone. Inattention. You're not paying attention. Physical distraction. Okay? Mental distraction. All she's worried about is making money. She a real estate agent. She not worried about a guy right now. She do what she got to do. She got friends. You know what I'm saying? She not worried about it. She's trying to make her money. She's a real estate agent. Clocking that T. Both physical and mental distractions. All of us worry about bills, our parents, our boyfriends, our girlfriends. Okay, school. I need you to type in the story of an accident you saw. Type in the story of an accident you saw. Type in the story of an accident you saw. I'm telling you, man, right now, going to the job. Type in the story of an accident you saw. Today is Tuesday. I swear it was Friday. Was it Friday? No, it was Monday. I got on the expressway, left about 45 minutes early. I'm like, I'm good. But I had to get gas. I'm like, I'm bad. Traffic was moving like 10. As soon as I pulled out from the gas station to the left, right by the entrance, we talk about a Kia. The Kia's front right side was missing. The front right side of the car, the front bumper, the front fender. I'm like, dang. And then I saw a car that was, I think the car blew the yield sign and hit the Kia. So two cars had sideswiped each other. The Kia looked messed up, bro. Like the front end on the right side of the car was like gone. I'm like, dang. So that was the first accident. Before I even got on the expressway, I'm like, because as soon as I made my turn, I saw the police lights. I'm like, oh man, am I gonna have to turn around? Right? I got my coffee maker. I don't have to go through McDonald's anymore. I'm saving money. I got my coffee. I got my sandwiches. I'm good. You feel me? You always have to be aware. Some police officer will give both of you tickets. They're going to determine who's at fault. To me, it looked, and I'm saying, the Kia was hit on the right. So remember, I'm going past the Kia. I'm going past the Kia. To me, it looked like there are two exits. There are two entrance ramps. You have to make a right turn to get on 94, and then the other traffic can make a left turn. The traffic making a right turn, they have a yield sign. So I think the other car failed to yield and hit that Kia. That's what it looked like to me, but I don't know what happened. And then they made the Kia back up on the ramp, pull over to the side. The other car was off to the side, blocking traffic. So that's the first accident. I'm like, oh crap. And then usually on 94, we're rolling at 70, 65. It was like really slow, 25 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. I'm like, I got 45 minutes. I sip my coffee. I'm driving. I'm telling you a real story, so you know. A semi-truck had sideswiped a car. I'm like, people driving too fast, not checking blind spots. And then to my left on 94, 3 cars rear-ended each other. I'm like, they're going too fast. They hit that brake. So you could see the lane, the police were there. They made us get over to the middle lane. That slows people down because people are nosy. They're gawking. A few years ago, I was on the freeway with my mom and we were getting off and she slowed down and we got rear-ended. Boom! Rear collisions are the most common. Hopefully you're okay. That was my scare when I first became an instructor. Am I going to have whiplash? No, I wasn't going to have whiplash. Right? Bus rear-ended a car in the middle lane. They're going to test the driver because they have a DOT requirement. They're going to look, and those buses have cameras inside and outside. I watched a car get T-boned by another car in front of my school. Going too fast. 21 in Plank, I saw a person turn in front of a school bus. What? Turn in front of a school bus? Bro, stop. Turn in front of a school bus? You must want to be flipped. Car totaled. You lucky your life wasn't totaled. Seth. Come on, bro. Come on. A bus was driving, coming up to a red light and rear-ended a truck in front of the, bro. Those bus drivers be wilding out. Trust me. Those bus drivers be wilding out. Um, Two parents hit each other, one coming out of the school and another one going into the school parking lot. One was hurt, the other one, airbags went. Bruh, time to get a divorce. Olivia, this is real? Come on, bro. Two parents. Okay, I already read that one. Me and my brother were driving to school, and there was a deer. Uh-oh. And he didn't want to hit it. So we ended up in a ditch. Man, one or two things. If you hit the deer, it could total the car. The deer could flip over the car, go through the window, or $5,000 in damage. Hoodies and sweatpants. That's what's up. My mom was driving, 29, and a kid was distracting her, and she swerved into a mailbox. Kid, stop distracting your parents. Mom, 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 mom. I pause. I saw a car on fire in the middle of the road. Get out of there. T-bone, years ago on the highway. Someone I didn't know and how to use it. We almost get hit all the time at the roundabouts. You already know. Because people just go through and they don't look and they almost hit you. I got 10 minutes, so let's keep going. A lot of you are seeing these accidents for yourself. The most scariest one is being rear-ended when you're coming off the freeway. The scariest one, you cut off a bus, you turn in front of a bus. Are you silly? And those bus drivers, no cap, they go fast. And I have instructors who are bus drivers. Okay, diverted attention. That kid talking to her mom, looked away for a second. Effect of maintaining proper lane positioning. Impact the ability to perceive potential problems. A school bus is a problem. Parents dropping off their kids and leaving is a problem. Teachers coming in is a problem. I get there early. Like, I'm there 45 minutes early. I'm chilling, relax, make my copies, room set up. You guys don't like a teacher like me. I got my packets ready, got my slide deck ready, got my quizzes ready, exit ticket, entry ticket. I just rewrote my objectives on the board. Someone came in to observe me. They wrote a beautiful note. I should go get it. They said, you are really patient. The kids are lucky. I'm like, thank you. Make sure my principal knows. People are always coming in to watch, okay? And I'm real chilled. I show my students love and care. All right, let's keep rolling. And these are the things that reduce situational awareness. Turning in front of a school bus, situational awareness. Ability to execute an emergency maneuver. Those parents should not have hit each other. They're probably like, hi, honey. Someone didn't understand how to use a roundabout. That's a driving error. All these stories you're telling me, I could look at potential dangers. That's real. Adjusting the radio, distraction. I just have mine on low in the background, right? I just have it on low. I'm not trying to be bouncing. And then I bounce and run a light. I bounce and rear end someone. No. It's just in the background. Come on, man. If it's too loud, I'm like, hey. You missed out important information. I don't know if the rear end collision, the person could have been not paying attention. Turning in front of a bus, you want to give your life away? In the ditch, that scares me with the deer. I don't know how far the ditch down is. I've been to Iowa, 6 feet down. Your car is stuck. It's totaled. Your front end is smashed. Potential distractions outside the vehicle, outside traffic. In your school zone, that's outside traffic. Going to a community college, your school zone. That's deadly. You have people who don't know how to drive. You have people who think they know how to drive. You have people who do not know how to drive. You don't make sense. I know. You guys don't make sense either. Young people don't know how to drive because they don't have enough experience. Animals near the roadway, a dog, a deer. People, objects, child, people walking, other vehicles, hit another vehicle. People and objects, a child, a basketball game. We've driven through basketball games. People walking out ahead of us, walking out behind us. Police, someone getting pulled over. Oh, let me see. Josh reared at someone, bro. And then I would still trust the Honda. I would still trust. Look at that car that you said you had. The Volkswagen and the Honda, and then the Kia. But for a bigger vehicle, I'm rolling. The Honda Odyssey is nice. The electric Chevy Bolt, it's a little small, but I'm a bigger guy. The Honda Passport, the electric Chevy Equinox. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that battery. But Morgan, I would drive it, but I would be scared if I would get in a crash. But I would drive it. I will plug that boy up and drive it. Wouldn't be scared. Everyone's using gas, I'm plugging it up. I got 10 minutes. Research reveals that young driver brains are not fully developed till you're 25. Young driver distractions, you panic. Don't panic. Multitasking. Your mom talking to you. Your dad talking to you. Your dad gives you some money. Go through Dunkin' Donuts for me. Your mama's like, no, go to McDonald's. You're like, oh my God. Okay? Your parents are acting like kids. Don't say that. Your parents are acting like kids. You're just trying to get to where you're going. Short glances at vehicle instruments, mirrors. Approximately 5,500 people are killed each year on the roadways. This is an estimation of the 448,000 are injured. NHSTA. Distractions. Prevent distractions. Tell your friends be quiet. In fact, don't pick up your friends. My mom said I can't pick you up, but we grew up together. Bye. Because all your friends go do and talk. They go tell the latest gossip. I don't care. Because if you listen to gossip, you become the gossip. Discussing possible scenarios before getting behind the wheel. Okay, your school parking lot is the most dangerous. A bus is dangerous. They're trying to drop off the high school kids, get to the middle school, and then get to the elementary. You driving at 10. Develop a preventative plan. I like all this. Turn off all communication devices. Put them on low. Secure condiments. Okay? Secure it. You don't need your sandwich flying in the air. Securing all loose items. Handbags, containers, safety kits, umbrellas. Familiarize yourself with the car. I would not be familiar with the electric Equinox. I'm familiar with the 2018 Volkswagen, the 2016 Jeep, the 2012 Ford Escape, okay? The Honda, because my mother-in-law had one. The Kia. I'm looking at the cars. The Honda Odyssey, nice vehicles, okay? I just wouldn't fit real good in the electric Chevy Bolt. It's just little. Would I drive? I have to, yes. Okay. For me, because I'm a big guy, I would do the 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan 2-point with the T. I would modify that turbo so quick. I would modify that turbo so quick. Come on. I would look it up on the internet. And while you guys are working, I'm going to look that up. Okay, we got a few more. Cell phones. Just cut them off. Cut them down. Okay? Audio navigation. You should know how to get to where you're going. Vehicle occupants. If you pick up friends, tell them, be quiet. I'm trying to drive. You messing me up. That's why I shouldn't have got you. You saying this to yourself. My mom was right. My dad was right. Okay? You want to be a safe driver. Speak up. Tell your friends. Hey, if you play too much, this is my last time picking you up. Why you like that? This is going to be in your test. The responsibility to say no. You have to say no. Tell your friends, no, Don't come into the car if you're under something. Don't come into the car. Type in what you learned, please. Type in what you learned. Insurance on Teslas can be very high. I don't know about the rates. I have students with electrical vehicles. One of my students who's 18 or 19, he took me for a drive in his Tesla. He works at Chick-fil-A. He's got a regular charger at home. He charges it up. I'm proud of him. It's a 2019 or 18. He did it. He saved his money. I'm proud of him. I see him in the neighborhood. I'm like, what up? What up, Joseph? What up? Proud of him, man. Keep his car clean. Went for a ride. I'm like, wow, man, you doing great. Yeah, I'm at Chick-fil-A working. One of my students works at another Chick-fil-A. If you have a job, put job in the chat. If you have a job, put job in the chat. If you have a job, put job in the chat. Job, thank you. Job, job. Morgan, Seth, job, Jermaine, job. Job in the chat. Insurance is very high on certain vehicles. Okay. You're going to hate me right now, but you got some questions to do. You got some questions to do. You're going to do these questions. Okay, you got to look in the information package you got. So hold on. Okay, you got to do these 137. You're like, really? Really, bro? Yeah, you do. You're going to do these questions. You look in the package you got. This is your segment 2 packet. You answer these questions. And then the next time we have a session, you got to do the segment 2 pretest. Answer those questions. I got to fill the roster. What's your names? I ask you to put in your first, middle, last name, and date of birth. And then I'm going to fill in the segment 2 roster. We know 2 people came late. I don't have to let them in. It is what it is. So you here, your information's in, you're good. You come late, don't count. Okay, I need you to do the segment 2 pretest. I'm just going to mute myself. If you have something, you just type it in. Hey guys, you need to put in your questions. You ask about cars. I'm going to go back up. These are what my former students are driving. You ask about cars. The 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan, 2.0 turbo, like that. Very safe. What's your most comfortable clothing? Hoodie and sweatpants. Okay. The 2016 Jeep Compass, nice vehicle, low insurance. It is 2026. The 2012 Ford Escape, a little small, but cheap on insurance. A Honda Accord 2019, great vehicle, safe. The Kia 2025 Kia Carvella, hopefully I'm saying it right, nice vehicle. The 2020 Honda Odyssey, another nice vehicle. You're asking what vehicles are good for first-time drivers? The Kias, the Honda Odysseys. Now, some of my students have a 2019 electric Bolt. It's probably their parents. I'm not sure of the range on that. You guys could put that in. A 2022 Honda Passport. I'm going to write these vehicles down because I get a lot of questions. I'm going to write this down. That's a lot of you ask me, what type of vehicles, what type of vehicles, what type of vehicles. Give me 1 second. Okay, put in your questions, please, and thank you. Okay, I'm back. You ask about questions. So again, I'm going to write this down. A 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan 2.0T turbo. That'll be a fun vehicle. 2016 Jeep Compass. Okay, you got questions, put it in. You ask what type of vehicles are good. We're going to compare this. Jeep Compass. I'll do this offline. I'll do it with you too. A 2012 Ford Escape. It's a little old, but a kid is riding in it. I'm writing this down. Honda. I should cut and paste this, but I'm too lazy. Honda Accord. I'm going to cut and paste this in a minute. But when you write it down, you connect it, and then we're going to get instant data. We're going to find out what vehicle out of this is the best, what vehicle is the most dangerous. Give me 1 second. When you write it, it connects. Honda Accord, a 2020 Honda. What type of car are you guys driving who are online watching this? What type of car or truck? What you driving? Okay, put it in. Honda Odyssey, 2020. A 2019 electric. And it's nice to see those electric vehicles. We're not hating on electric vehicles. Electric Chevy Volt. Bolt. I think you meant Volt. A 2022 Honda Passport. On the Passport. The newest one is an electric. I'm writing this down. Electric Chevy Volt. Right? Again, these are what students across America are driving. Okay? You put in what type of car or truck you're driving. Right? Chevy Equinox. Okay. I'm going to do a little cheat code. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to put this in. We're going to find out what the best one is. And you got to stay on to find out. Keep putting work, guys. I'm going to do some research on your cars right now. And then I'm going to tell you in the end who's driving the safest, who's getting the best mileage. It's all good. You do your work. Let me do mine. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is cut and paste this information. Okay. I'm going to cut and paste all this information. I think the Volkswagen and Hondas are going to be the best. I'm going to copy. Give me 1 second. Okay. Technology's great. Let me open up another window. I got you, man. You about to learn something. Okay, we're using data. Okay, give me 1 second. Just clicking some buttons. I'm gonna cut and paste this information in. I'm just typing some information in. Again, you need to be telling me what type of vehicle are you driving. I'm going to do some research, and I'll tell you in a minute how I'm doing this. Okay, give me 1 second. Scholarly results. Okay, here we go. You guys are about to learn something. Bam. Okay. So I'm going to let it do its job. Oh, this is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. This is great. And then we can have a private conversation about this. And then we're using data. So that's like if you were here with me. What I did, I typed in the names of their vehicles. I did some research. I have National Highway Transportation Safety data. I have headlights, taillights, and a ranking system. You getting it good, man. You getting it good. Getting it good. Okay, we'll share this in the end. All right, you want to know about the students that they are driving? Here we go. Okay, let me copy this. I love this because I can really give you real-time information. Hold on, copy, copy, and give me 1 second. I got a lot of windows open. Hopefully I don't lose anyone. Be patient with me. I got a lot of stuff open. And then computer RAM costs so much. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. This is really going to be good information. Again, you tell me what type of a car you're driving or truck. Paste. Bam. Okay. 2, 10, 26. All right. All right. So what I asked you to do is put in information out about the type of vehicle you're driving. So you got to put in the type of vehicle you're driving. I can add it to the list. In fact, we'll add in the Tesla. I'll tell you. Okay, we're going to add in the Tesla. You're not telling me what year, though. Let's put in the Tesla. Okay. You're not telling me what model Tesla. Hey, you didn't tell me what model. So, okay, looks like the Tesla's at the top. It's redoing the list. You put in the type of car you're driving. If you guys will do that, and then it will rank. Okay? And this is real life data that I can use. No, Lynn, the the PDF was not emailed to me. You have it. Lynn, Lynn, let's type it in. Do you have the PDF? This is just a copy for one of my old students. Lynn, type it in. Do you have the PDF? Yes. Yes or no, Lynn? All right, thank you. Okay, let's keep going. So you want to know based on, great job. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You're learning some good stuff tonight. And of course, you know, I can share this again. We'll do a screen share. First, thank you for listening. And if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. All right. So from what the information my students told me, excuse me, about them driving, we added in the Tesla. The top tier IISH top safety pick, highest award is the Tesla Model Y. You didn't tell me what year Tesla. You just said the insurance is high. Or the Model 3, 2021 to present. IHS rating top pick for qualified dates. Crashworthiness is good. We watch Wham Bam Tesla in my class. The Tesla usually protects people, but it is expensive if it's total. Any car. Okay, if you're listening, give us a thumbs up. Let's keep going. Next, crashworthiness isn't good in all crashes, including challenging small overlap of front test. Crash avoidance superior. Rating for front crash prevention standard automatic emergency braking. Solid. Headlights, good. On specific ratings, configurations varies in trim and software. So if you have a lower trim model, your headlights, all the headlights are good. Okay. NHSA 5-star safety rating with consistently higher subscores. So for car, the Tesla is the safest. Okay. And I'm not necessarily a Tesla fanboy. It is what it is. I like the car. It's safe. Why it leads. Tesla's electric vehicle architecture provides a rigid and strong cabin structure. I want a rigid car that doesn't move in a crash. Because if it moves in a crash, you're going to get hurt. Okay? Rigid cabin structure with a low center of gravity. Love that. Making rollover highly unlikely, but it still could happen. Standard advanced driving assistance features like AEB, including in all models. It sets the modern benchmark for crash test performance. Elon is like, of course. Number 2, the Honda Passport. 2022, crashworthiness isn't good. Crash avoidance, good. Vehicle to vehicle. Headlights, acceptable. I want to be able to see. See? Number 3, the 2025 Kia Caravelle. Good in all tests. Good crash test avoidance. Headlights are good across trims. 5-star overall. NHTSA. Number 4, the 2025 Chevy Equinox EV. Their parents must have an EV, or they maybe got that tax credit before it went out. Expecting ratings, likely top safety pick or top safety pick based on gas and trim models. Rationale, the gas 2024 Equinox earned TSP. The EV version will benefit from strengthening battery frame because the battery is mounted inside the frame. I learned that. I had a video somewhere on that. And standard tech safety. Second tier, the Honda Odyssey. IHS ratings, top safety pick. Slightly older models to Prius. You won't catch me in a Prius. It's just too small. But if I had to drive it, I will. Often due to headlights and pedestrian prevention ratings. Number 6, Honda Accord 2019. Top safety pick, good in all tests. Number 7, the 2019 Chevy Bolt EV. Top safety pick, not plus due to poor rating headlights. Ooh, that's, I got to be able to see. Crashworthiness, good in all crash tests. Thank you for staying on. Give us a thumbs up. Important distinction. It protects occupants very well in a crash, but its headlight performance is weak. You're not catching me in a Chevy Volt, bro. If I had to drive it, I would. Third tier, good with notable weaknesses. I thought the Volkswagen Tiguan would be a little bit better. Driver's side, small overlap in frontal test. Other tests good. Key issue, specific crash test ratings is a significantly safety demerit compared to other vehicles. So this vehicle could have tip over potential. Low standard ratings. Jeep Compass, that's a little scary. Poor in driver's side overlap test. Headlights poor, 4-star. 4-star check, 5-star check. 2012 Ford Escape, poor or marginal overlap test. Old design, less robust crash. I don't even want to tell my students this. They'll crash. But I'm telling you because you need to hear this and you need to realize and you get what you can. Summary of safety vehicles. Number 1 is the Tesla Model 3 or Y. You didn't tell me what type. Number 2 is the Honda Passport. Number 3 is the Kia Caravelle. Number 4, the 2020 Honda Odyssey. Number 5, the 2019 Honda Accord. 5-star, 5-star. Number 6, the 2025 Equinox Project. Expected high ratings. The 2019 Chevy Volt. That's the last one. Let's see here. The Tesla is by far the safest. So this is very educational because we use IISH data. We use the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration data. But these are the cars this particular set of young drivers are driving. You notice that, did I put in this Ford? I'm going to add something and it's going to change my results. Someone was driving, I didn't get the Ford in there. The Ford Escape, I thought it was F-150. Again, what type of car or truck are you driving? You guys who are listening, put in the type of car or truck you're driving. I have a summary of the safest vehicles in the group. Tesla, Model Y or Model 3, 2021 or over. Number 2 is the Honda Passport, 2022. Number 3, the 2025 Kia Caravelle. Hopefully I'm saying it right. The 2020 Honda Odyssey, the 2019 Honda Accord, the 2025 Chevy Equinox EV, and the 2019 Chevy Bolt EV. This is very powerful. I'm going to put in also for more information because I want this session to be about information. I want you to say, wow, man, I really enjoyed this. I really learned a lot. Okay? Put in a thumbs up. If you have questions, put those in. I'm going to put in the type of accidents they saw. And we're going to see how these vehicles will do. Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm going to put in the type of accidents. Okay. Hold on. This is great. So what I typed in, they told me the type of accidents they saw. So I'm going to put in the information about the type of accidents they saw, and this is going to calculate what each car in real world scenarios would do. Okay? This is crazy. And this is going to be real data that we all can use. If you're a parent watching this, if you're a young person watching this, if your uncle or auntie, they're like, I'm going to get in my car. Don't give your niece or daughter a death trap. Because these are the type of things and accidents. I asked them, what type of accidents have you seen? So with the cars that they told me, and I have the National Highway Safety Transportation. I have the IIHS. Okay, forgive me if I'm wrong. Don't clock my T. But we're going to find out how these vehicles would handle the crashes. And this is real data that you can use. And I like it as an instructor so I can give my students more cadence and more guidance. Okay? To really kind of rank them. This is scary. Right? Because we all got to look at data. And either you're going to fall behind or you're going to improve, right? We're going to improve. And as an instructor, if you're taking the time to listen, I might as well give you high quality information. Okay? And you're like, man, I really like this. I want to subscribe. I'm going to follow. Okay? All right, let me go back. Keep working, guys. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So what I did, I typed in or cut and paste the accidents they saw, mixed in with the vehicle ratings, how each car or truck would do. Now, you guys are going to hear how these vehicles would protect them or not protect them. And we're learning real information. So, no problem. All right. All right, you should be in. So done. All right, let's go. Excellent. These real world scenarios highlight different types of crashes. So let's analyze how each vehicle you listed would likely perform. Factoring in crash test, performance, safety features, and vehicle design. Because we're parents. We're not crash test engineers. Okay? I should put in, hold on. I'm going to put in an older Curtis. Hold on. I'm not done. This is going to throw it off a second. 2015. Okay, so I put in another vehicle. And it's just going to reconfigure it. Okay, what I did, because I drive a 2015 Chevy Impala, that's the driver's education vehicle, and it's going to be ranked in there. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's ranking it. And we're not going to be happy with it. Oh, okay. The Impala is at the second half. Oh. Okay, here we go. I love learning new things. And thank you, Tony Bischoff from BES. You got to evolve. So I added, oh, what did I do? Oh. Hold on. Oh, crap. I thought I lost it. So hold on, team. I'm going to put this in at the bottom. Okay. And then we'll share this with you. We'll do a screen share. Won't be today, though. All right. Let's talk about this. So excellent. These real world scenarios highlight. And again, you put in your type of car. If you're still listening, what type of car or truck are you guys driving? Okay, if you're new and you're training, what type of car or truck are you driving? Okay, if you just like listening, fine. I like learning new things. Okay, my information, in case you want to do fact check, I'm using the National Highway Transportation Safety data I'm using the IIHS data. This is data. They look at crash performance, safety features, vehicle design. Okay? Here is a detailed breakdown with vehicles grouped by their expected performance across the common accident types. Okay, if you like data, I like data. Here we go. Key factors for real world crashes: structural integrity. How well did the cabin hold up in a crash? Number two, vehicle avoidance tech. This is automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, which the Impala doesn't have. Airbag coverage, single curtain, front airbags, etc. Four, vehicle type and weight. SUV, minivans generally produce better than small cars in collision with larger vehicles. Number one, distraction, single vehicle crashes off-road, mailbox, ditch, and tree. Scenario, swerved into a mailbox to end up in a ditch. Bruh, never. Key safety needs, electronic stability track. I don't know if the Impala has that one. To prevent swerves, strong occupants compartment to handle hitting a fixed object, good head restraint, prevent whiplash, jolting stop. How they stack up. The best one is the Tesla, but you didn't tell me what model. The Tesla, the Passport, the Caravan, and the Equinox all have standard ESC, very strong structures. Tesla's low center of gravity makes it exceptionally resistant to rollover. The good, Odyssey, Honda, the Tiguan, and the Boat all have ESC, moderate overlapping frontal crash ratings. Next, the worst, the 2012 Escape, the 2018 Compass. Older ESC systems like the Compass in particular has a poor rating, poor frontal cornering, collapse. So if you hit something in that Escape or that Compass, it's going to collapse. If you like data right now, you getting it. Number two, animal avoidance, loss of deer control. Don't want to hit a deer, so we swerved in a ditch. No. Key safety features or needs: responsive AES with pedestrian animal detection, potential braking automatically. I should put my SRT Jeep in there. That would be a good one. Okay. I just want to see. And again, you guys need to be giving me the vehicles you have. We're looking at crash test safety cars based on the National Highway Safety Transportation ratings. I'm not making this up. Next, mix the 2020 Odyssey, the 2019 Accord, the 2018 Tiguan, the 2019 Boat. May have optional AEB, but it's not always standard. Keep working, guys. I'm right here in front of you. Okay, let's keep going. Mixed. If equipped, it would help. ESC is present. The worst, the 2012 Escape, the 2018 Compass likely have AEB, but you're relying entirely on a driver reaction. Low speed head-on angle collision, school lot. All these kids driving school. Two parents hit head-on, airbags went off. Key safety needs: small overlapping, seatbelt pre-tensioning, pre-staged frontal airbags deployed. The best one is the Tesla. The Passport, the Caravan have good ratings. Good Odyssey, Accord, Boat, Equinox also have good crash ratings. Risky is the Tiguan, marginal. The worst is the 2016 Compass. The worst, sorry for it, 2012 Escape, high risk, intrusion. So if you have an accident, part of that car is going to come in on you. Rear end collision, bus, car, rear end. Scenarios: bus rear end in a truck. We got rear end on the freeway. Key needs: Good head restraint seat design, prevents whiplash, airbags if needed, strong crumple zone. We talked about that. How they stack up. The Tesla is still the best. The Kia Caravel, the 2022 Passport, the 2020 Odyssey have good IIHS head and seat ratings to prevent whiplash. The modern minivans, SUVs also have high rear ends that can help manage a crash. The good ones are the Honda Accord, the Tiguan, the Boat, and the EV, the Equinox EV. Adequate. I'm just reading, don't shoot the messenger. Adequate. 2012 Escape, 2018 Compass. Older seats may offer less protection for whiplash. You wouldn't catch me in that 2012 Escape. Sorry, I'm being real. You would not catch me in the 2016 Compass. It's not safe. I'm too big of a guy. Side impact T-bone collisions. Intersection. Turn in front. Car got T-bone. Turn in front of a bus. You're not properly trained. Let's keep going. Scenarios. Got T-bone, turn in front of a bus. Key safety needs. Good side crash ratings, standard side curtain airbags. Airbag won't save you. How they stack up. Tesla's the best. Caravan, second. Passport, third. Odyssey, fourth. They all have good side test ratings. Their mass and strong side structures, especially in the newer models, are a major advance. The bus scenario is severe. Good. Accord, Boat, Tiguan, Equinox EV have good ratings, but lighter and smaller. Means they're going to have more intrusion risk, meaning that bus is going to come in and you might not be here. Thank you for listening. Let's keep going. Concerning 2016 Compass. Concerning 2012 Escape. Older designs with less robust side protection, high risk of serious injury and T-bone. Low speed. This is a lot. Low speed. Parking. Confusion crashes. Turnabout. I don't know how to use a turnabout. Hit another car. Stop. But this is where our young drivers are. If you have ideas, you type it in. The Tesla, still number one. The Caravel, number two. The Equinox is number three. They have the most comprehensive standard frontal crash prevention systems. Good 2022 Passport, the 2022 Odyssey, the 2019 Accord, and both if equipped with optional crash prevention package. Not assistance, the 2018 Tiguan, optional, the 2016 Compass, the 2012 have had any low speed AEB. The final safety matrix rating. Vehicle, run off the road, animal avoidance, head-on angle, rear end, T-bone, low speed. The Tesla has excellence across everything. The 2025 Kia Caravel, excellent across everything. The Honda 2022 Passport, excellent, except low speed is good. The 2025 Chevy Equinox, excellent, except is good on rear end. Plus you got that battery in there, inside the frame. The 2020 Honda Odyssey, excellent, good if equipped. Animal avoidance is good in low speed collisions. The 2019 Chevy Volt, excellent, good, excellent, excellent, good. You see the data. The 2018 Tiguan, good, adequate, marginal weak in head-on or angle. Good in rear end, good in T-bone. I can't talk. T-bone. I want to keep going. The Jeep Compass. This doesn't surprise me. Poor, adequate, poor. The Jeep Compass is poor in running off-road, animal avoidance, head-on and angle collision, rear end, T-bone, and low speed. Don't mess with that Compass. Ford. Let's keep it real. Ford is, I added the Impala. I'm going to get to that last. You got to wait. The Ford 2012 Escape, poor, adequate, It's so old. It's poor in running off the road, poor in animal avoidance, poor in head on, poor in rear end. I would not want to do driver's ed in a Ford Escape. Are you kidding? It's just too small. For the broadest protection across accident types, your group described a modern vehicle with top. No, we're not done until 8:30. I'm just giving you time. We got a half an hour. We're going to go over this information the next time we have class. I'm just taking our time. So we're just taking our time. I'm not going to burn up my vocal cords. We're going to take our time. I'm actually going over some of your crash test data from the cars you told me. It's very interesting, just to try to give you a perspective, and I want to give you knowledge. So when you're done, just sit quietly. We'll do a game, a quizzy, on segment 2 quizzy in about 10 minutes, okay? So be patient. All right, here we go. The bottom line is the top scores and standard driver assist features like AEB are essential. Tesla, the 2025 Kia Caravan, the 2022 Honda Passport are the strongest and overall best choices. The 2016 Jeep and the 2012 Ford Escape are significantly higher risk. Parents, don't you put your kids in those. So for giggles, I put in the 2015 four-door Impala. That's what I teach in. Okay? If you're still here, type yes. Give it a thumbs up. Adding the 2015 Impala four-door sedan is an important addition because it represents a full-size traditional American sedan nearly a decade ago, which has interesting safety trade-offs. Here is how the 2015 Impala fits into the ranking of the IIHS/NHTSA data, and it shows how well we'll perform. So you're going to listen. The 2015 Impala safety snapshot. It's not a top pick. Crash worthiness. Small overlap frontal. Moderate overlap frontal is good. Side is good. Roof strength is good. I like that. Head restraint and seat are good. I'm a bigger guy. I'm like 6'4", like 270. Some of those other smaller cars I can't fit in. Frontal crash prevention, basic or advanced, optional on certain models with driver confidence package, not standard. I don't think this car has this. Headlights are poor. They are poor. NHTSA 5-star rating. 5-star for front, 5-star from back. I'm a 5-star. Analysis by accident. This is very interesting. It's a lot of information. Okay? Hopefully you'll stay on. Give me a second. This is good information. This is going to be my best one yet. And whenever you guys tell me the type of cars, I can add it in. I'll keep a running total. All right. Okay, this is with the 2015 Chevy Impala. That's what I trained with. Okay, thank you for staying on. Again, type in the type of car you have so I can put this in. If you're driving, give me the year, make, and model of your car. Don't play. Okay, analysis by accident and type. Distraction, off-road, mailbox, stitch. Good. Small overlap. It will clip fixed objects. It does have electronic stability. However, poor headlights will make it liable if this vehicle is at night. My students do terrible with this vehicle at night. We could also put in which vehicle has the best headlights, probably the Tesla. Which vehicle has the poorest, probably the vehicle I train with. Animal avoidance, deer, fair to poor. The 2015 Impala was available with front collision warning and automatic braking. This car does not have that, but was an optional package on higher trims. Okay, most 2015 Impalas on the road do not have AEB. Would likely rely solely on the driver's reaction. That's bad. Low speed head-on accident angle school lot, very good. The Impala has strength. It earned a good both in front toe crash. It's a large, heavy sedan. I like that. It has good crash energy management, safe, and its mass is side collision, small frontal. So it's a safe vehicle. Rear end collision, very good. Has a good rating for seat and head restraint design. For whiplash, I need that. Its large rear end provides substantial crumple zone. Need that. Side impact T-bone. IIHS side rating is good. For its size and weight are an advantage. However, for very tall, heavy vehicles like a school bus, the sedan would always be at a disadvantage. We're not trying to cut off a bus. Low speed parking, confusion crashes, poor unless specifically equipped without optional frontal crash. Offers no automatic braking. That's dangerous. And I'm being honest with you. Keep listening. Where the 2015 ranks in your group, the Impala represents, hopefully my phone doesn't die. Okay. The Impala represents safety paradox. You get real good information here. A safety paradox. We have 10 minutes before we do a quizzy. 10 minutes. Okay, it's the safety paradox. It has excellent structural crash test scores for its era. So this is an OG vehicle. It's more than, okay, 10 years old. 11 years old. Its strength will likely protect its occupants very well in an actual crash, especially a frontal or side impact due to its good ratings and larger body. On-frame, diverge structure. Weakness is poorly equipped in a crash in the first place. Lack of AEB, poor headlights, I agree. The fact that most lacks optional safety equipment are major drawbacks. Final placement. It fits above the 2018 Tiguan due to the Tiguan's marginal overlap and below the 2019 Honda. How you like that? Which is similar crash test, but much more available crash avoidance in the technology and better headlights. So how would you fix this? You get better headlights on that Impala. That's the first thing. I've always wanted to do that. In terms of a safety system, I don't think you can upgrade. I could be wrong. You could upgrade, if you were an engineer, you could upgrade those brakes, make them safer. Again, I'm not an engineer like that, but I can modify things. Overall rating, the Model Y and 3, top across all categories. Number 2, the 2025 Kia Caravelle, top tier, modern minivan. The 2022 Honda Passport, top tier, modern SUV. The 2025 Chevy Equinox Project, top tier. The 2020 Honda Odyssey, excellent crash scores, tech option. Thank you for staying around. The 2019 Honda Accord, crash scores for a car and modern tech. The 2019 Chevy Bolt, excellent crash for a small size, too small for me. The 2015 Impala, hey, strong crash structure, missing avoidance tech. The 2018 Tiguan, specific structural weakness. The 2016 Compass, poor crash performance. And the 2012 Ford Escape, outdated safety design. It's safe car crash. It's a decade old. However, for avoidance scenarios the group described, it is not well equipped, but it's a heavier vehicle. I need you to follow me. I need you to subscribe. I gave you some good quality information, and we'll edit this up. We'll put in some good information. I want to thank you. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you follow me. Leave some comments. Bye, guys.